Pete, I know we had a little wild weather of our own just yesterday with that tornado.
We did, yeah. It was in Dublin, New Hampshire. It was confirmed this afternoon. It was a low-scale tornado, not that we want any kind of wind damage from a tornado. It was an ominous cloud, I'll tell you that, looking at it from perspective over Manchester. EF1 winds to 90 miles an hour. It goes from EF0 to EF5, if you're wondering about that scale. 3.6 miles long, so it was on the ground for quite some time, and 40 yards wide as well. So it looks pretty good here if you like heat over the next couple of days. We have some beach weather too, and some weather for the geese, because we'll get some storms and some rain. We're getting some tonight, and we also have some storms possible late Wednesday night. They do not seem severe in eastern Mass. Western Mass, maybe, because they're coming earlier in the afternoon on Wednesday. We have the leftovers. And it looks like an up and down temperature pattern, too, with the humidity going up and down in tandem. Now, temperatures made it up into the 80s today, lower 80s, almost mid 80s in some cases. It was a nice warm day with dry air. And now, this is pretty wild how these were thunderstorms over Maine that caused some flooding, too. So these are still robust downpours as they go through the South Shore. But tomorrow, the dry air is back, and the humid air is not all that expansive this week. You see it peak on Wednesday, then back down again Thursday, Friday, and into Saturday. So 3 days worth of dry air coming in, and it looks like Wednesday will be the hottest day with that humidity. Tomorrow's pretty warm, too. You know, let's not discount this at 87 in Newburyport and 86 in Gloucester, with the winds perhaps turning onshore later in the day. Boston about 88 degrees. And then through Metro West, we're in the middle 80s and upper 80s. Rutland, Mass is 85, and Worcester is too. And then hot, flat out, and Brockton and maybe down through Taunton with temps near 90, 88 in Dedham, and temps are in the 80s all through Cape Cod. There's a chance that we might see a little bit of an onshore wind here, but boy, it's still pretty warm all around. But then Wednesday with the humidity, we have the 90-degree weather around Boston, points north and west, and then 80-degree weather on Cape Cod. Watching the dry air for tomorrow and the sunshine, and this is your frontal boundary that comes in Wednesday late. Now, it looks like we'll be okay for the Zach Bryan concert. Yes, it looks okay, although we do have a couple of showers popping up early on Wednesday. By the time we get to 8:15, there's a line of thunderstorms out through western Mass. This becomes our wet weather Wednesday night, and then some of that rain will be left over on Thursday as well. Again, I think that timing is late in the day or into the evening, even pushing it into Wednesday night more than it is Wednesday during the day. And our chances aren't all that great. But going into the weekend, we do have a chance at some showers on Sunday in the afternoon, maybe a rumble of thunder coming through. We'll have to tinker with that forecast. Don't lose hope on Sunday. Let's put it that way. Temperature around 80 degrees on Saturday. Sunday's the hotter of the 2 days, too. And then it's back down again with more dry air on Monday and Tuesday. We're back after the break.